Hey guys, it's Shannon. Today we're going to be using some supplies from the Dollar Tree to create a buffalo check door hanger for the holidays. So let's get started. So first let me give you a look at the supplies that you'll need for this project. First we'll start with your glue gun and glue sticks and a pair of scissors. And then the rest of the items are all from the Dollar Tree. I have a scarf here. It's a fleece scarf. And you can also use fabric for this or buy fleece from a craft store. You don't necessarily have to use a Dollar Tree scarf because I know they've been kind of hard to find right now, but I was lucky enough to grab two when I was there one day. The other thing you're going to need is this candy cane wreath form. And then I'm also going to be using some jute, some burlap, and some burlap ribbon, all from the Dollar Tree. And then you might want a few things for embellishments, like this cute little reindeer ornament or a bell. Again, those are all from the Dollar Tree as well. And the first thing I'm going to do to get started is to cut my scarf into strips so that I can wrap my wreath form with smaller strips instead of this wide scarf size. So let's get started with that, and I will show you how to do this as I go along. So I went ahead and cut the fringe off the bottom here and cut the scarf into 2 strips, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun to start wrapping the wire form with the fleece. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I left this longer at the bottom so that I can fold this under and hot glue it so it'll have a nice covered bottom and you won't see that wire part. And then I just added some glue on top of the fabric to keep that secure, and then I added a little bit of glue to the wire as I went up so that the fabric won't slide back down, and it'll keep the fabric secured to the form. And I've used 1 strip now from the scarf, and I know I'm not gonna have enough to finish this, so I'm going to add some hot glue here and add on some more of the scarf onto the end. And then when I get to the end there, I will snip that off. Alright, so now that I am at the end here, again, I'm going to cut this longer so that I can fold this over and make a nice end there and just hot glue the fabric to the back. So here is a look at the front, and I'm gonna go ahead and embellish it with a bow. And of course this part you can do whatever you like, kind of create it to make it your own. I'm gonna add a bow here and some greenery, and it'll be ready to go. All right, so now I'm going to layer my ribbon and my burlap and make a bow. So I'm just gonna lay the ribbon on top here, and then I'm going to make loops. Let me show you how I do this. I make bows for a lot of different things, and this is a great way to layer them. All right, so we're just gonna make a loop, and then because this is layered, I'm going to twist this in the middle, like this. That way, when I loop this back this way, the burlap is on the bottom again, like this first loop, and the ribbon is on top. I'm just gonna make a few loops like that and twist in the middle to make sure my ribbon stays on the top. All right, so now that I have this all twisted, I made a smaller loop to go in the middle. And I'm gonna use some jute, which is also from the Dollar Tree, and tie the center. And I'm gonna leave the tails longer so that way I can tie this on to the candy cane. So here is the bow just tied on. You probably want to add a little bit of hot glue on there too, just to make sure it doesn't fall off or slide down. And then you can embellish. I'm gonna add this bell from the Dollar Tree on there, but I think this deer would be really cute too. You just gotta keep in mind that these are going to stick out. So you wanna make sure you have room in between your door and your storm door, if you have a storm door, so that it doesn't get squished or smashed or broken. Same thing with the bell, really. But if you don't have a storm door, then the embellishment, it doesn't matter if it sticks out too far. So I'm just going to use some jute and some hot glue to attach this bell. Alright, so what I did is I attached the bell on with some jute, and then I added some hot glue underneath it just to keep it in place. And then I pulled apart the ribbon from the burlap just to make this bow a little bit more full. And I feel like it needs tails down here, so I'm going to cut some of this ribbon, dovetail the ends, and just use some jute to tie that on behind it. hope that this tutorial inspired you. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also share this with your friends and family and inspire them too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do DIY tutorials every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.